Hello students, in this video we are going to see how the refraction takes place through glass slab. We already understood that what is the difference between refraction and reflection, and as well as we also know that what are the two different types of mediums like rarer medium and denser mediums. And we also know that refraction always takes place when there is a presence of two different mediums. It means when light travels from one medium to another medium, then light gets bent. So let's see how the refraction takes place through glass slab. I already drawn a picture that this is the glass slab and this is your air medium, glass medium and then air medium. Now when light falls in the interface of air and glass medium, so this light falls from air medium to glass medium. We know that when light travels from rare medium to denser medium, when light travel from rarer medium to denser medium, then light always bends towards the normal. This is the normal and this is the imaginary line that we drawn here. So when light travels from rare medium to denser medium, here air is the rare medium and glass is the denser medium. So when light travels from rarer medium to denser medium, then it bends towards the normal. And this form the angle of incidence. We always keep in mind that angle should be made with the normal. It should not be made with the interface. So here the angle of incidence and angle of refraction. And we know that the angle of incidence when light travels from rarer medium to denser medium, then angle of incidence is greater than the angle of refraction. Means angle of incidence is greater than the angle of refraction. And this is your incident ray. And this your refracted ray. So here now this refracted ray, when travels from denser medium to rarer medium, means when it travels from glass to rarer medium, that is air, then this light ray moves away from the normal. So this ray is known as your emergent ray. And this form the angle of emergence. So what we found here, that when light travels from rarer medium to denser medium, so it bends towards the normal. Rarer medium to denser medium, the refracted light ray bends towards the normal. And we know that why this light bends towards the normal, because when the light is in rarer medium, the speed of light is more. But when it enters into this denser medium, suddenly the speed of light becomes less. We know that speed of light in the rarer medium is more and speed of light in denser medium is less. So that's why when light moves from rarer medium to denser medium, the speed of light gets changed. So here the light speed is more. So suddenly when it moves into the glass, into the denser medium, then the light gets bent towards, the speed of light gets slow and then it bends towards normal. Again the speed of light is less in the denser medium, and when it comes or emergent from the glass, the denser medium, the speed of light becomes more. so the light bends away from the normal. So this is all about the refraction through glass slab. And what we conclude here, that the angle of this is the angle of incidence, this is the angle of refraction, and this the angle R2, that is angle of refraction and angle of emergence. So here what we conclude, that angle of incidence and angle of emergence is always equal. Angle of incidence and angle of emergence always equal. And R1 and R2, this R1 angle of refraction 1 and angle of refraction 2 is also equal. So we understood here that what is the refraction and how the refraction takes place through the glass slab. So here let's see that light travels from rarer medium to denser medium, and from denser medium to rarer medium. So this light is called incident ray. This light ray is called refracted ray, and the light lastly that comes in the air medium, that is your emergent ray, and it forms the angle of emergence and it forms the angle of incidence. And angle of incidence and angle of refraction 1 is never equal, and this emergent angle of emergence and angle of refraction will never same, but angle of incidence and angle of emergence always same, and angle of refraction 1 and refraction 2 will always same. So this is all about your refraction through glass slab. Now second point that we have to know, that lateral displacement, or it is also called lateral shift. So let's see what is lateral shift. So when we draw a parallel line, when we extend this incident ray, you are seeing here that I am extending this incident ray, then you will find this incident ray, and there is a this is the incident ray, and this incident ray is parallel to the emergent ray. So it shows how much deflection takes place through when the incident, whatever the incident ray falls, so how much the deflection takes place. So that this is called your lateral displacement. So the distance between the emergent ray and the incident ray that we drawn from the extended of it, that is called lateral displacement. And this lateral displacement depends upon the refractive index and thickness of glass. So whatever the medium we will take here, so it depends upon the thickness as well as refractive index of that material what we are using. So the difference between the emergent ray and the incident ray that we drawn the parallel by the extending it, that is called lateral displacement or lateral shift. Now our third point that is very important, law of reversibility, or law of or we can say that reversibility principle of light. It means that light follows same path if the direction of light get reversed. In any case, in reflected as well as a refracted, it means light follows same path. When follows same path if direction of the light get reversed. So let's see what is the meaning of this reversibility principle. So I have drawn one glass slab here, and this is your concave mirror. You all know about it. So what the law of reversibility principle states, that when light reflect or refract, in both the cases, when light refract or reflect, it follows the same path or same direction when it get reversed. It means the light which falls, the incident, this is the light falls, it follows what the light is following the path. So this light falls here and then it get refracted and then it comes out, that is emergent ray. So we know that. So when the light get reversed, so it will also follow the same path. So if the light get reversed, then it follow the same path. It means when we retrace when the direction of the light get reversed, then also it follows the same path. It means if the light is moving in this direction and when we reverse it, it will follow the same path. It will go to the same this path. So that is the law of reversibility principle. And here it is applicable for both refraction as well as reflection. So whatever the light follows, let's see this example. When the light falls parallel to the principal axis, we know that this is the principal axis. When light falls on principal axis, light falls parallel to the principal axis, the light parallel to the principal axis, it must pass to the focus. So whenever we retrace the path, when the direction of light get reversed, then again the light will follow the same path. Light will follow the same path. So this is all about the reversibility principle. As well as we can prove it by this using Snell's law, that if here, that is refractive index A and G, air and glass medium, sin I by sin R. This is your first equation according to the Snell's law. So when the light rays falls or travel from rarer medium to denser medium, we can write, so rare medium is your air and glass. So here we are taking this and this, only this and this two mediums. So here when light travels from rarer medium to denser medium, it means refractive index of glass respect to air, that is sin I by sin R. It shows one first equation. When light falls from denser medium to rarer medium, so when light falls denser medium to rarer medium, it means reverse. The light will reverse. So sin R by sin I, second form. So this is your refractive index and this is the Snell's law. So we, according to that, we will put sin I by sin R, and when light ray falls denser medium to rare medium from glass air to respect of glass, that is sin R by sin I, and when we multiply this equation we get 1. It shows that light retrace, when the direction of light get reversed, it follows the same path. So this is the reversibility principle of light. So we understood that how the refraction takes place through glass slab, what is emergent ray, what is angle of emergence, and what is the relation between the angle of emergence and incidence ray, as well as we understood that what is lateral displacement.